So you've probably clicked on this video because you want to know if farming nether warts is actually worth the investment. And that's what we're going to go over today. It's good to go over initially what you actually need to make this the most efficient. So if you have a look, we're going to need a pet. It's going to be the elephant pet because that gives you the most farming fortune. It's a very expensive pet, I understand, but it really does make a massive difference. I found that I get about 25 to 30% extra drops from what I actually farm using the pet. It is roughly about 17 million to buy the pet, so it is quite expensive, but it's definitely worth it. The next thing I'd definitely advise would be getting some flying soup because you want to be flying around. It makes it 10 times quicker. You're going to need one of these hoes, the mathematical hoe, this time specialised into the nether warts version. It's not quite at max, as you can see. It's not got 10 million nether warts found, but who's got time to do that? It takes a long time to do that. I would also invest in rancher's boots just because of the speed that it gives you. Depending on how you actually are going to farm the nether warts, this really doesn't make a difference to me because I'm flying. Farming in general, these are really useful. But they are, I think they're like 1.5, 2 mil, so they are quite. It is quite an expensive investment. In total, to actually upgrade this whole to the level I've got it at the moment, it's probably cost me the best part of 25 million that I've actually put into it. So it's a very expensive investment. Plus the pet, I've probably spent about 45-50 million actually investing. Also in materials to actually build the farms. As you can see at the moment, I've got 2 levels of the nether warts farms. There's quite a lot of nether warts to be mined. So what I've decided I'm going to do is I'm going to mine the nether warts for 15 minutes, farm the nether warts for 15 minutes, shall I say. And we're going to see how much money I make from that. And then we're going to multiply it and see how much we would make in an hour and see how long it would take to actually get your investment back. One more thing that I actually forgot to mention is you are really going to need a personal compactor to get this done in the most efficient way. If you don't know what one of these is, basically just compact everything that you mine into the enchanted form. At the moment I have melon in there. I'm going to change it to nether wart for this just to make it much quicker so you don't have to manually change everything into the enchanted form. But that again is about 1.5 million, but it's definitely worth the investment. So I've just finished farming the nether warts, and this is how many nether warts I've got in 15 minutes. So it's quite a lot of nether warts really. We're going to go to the hub and we're just going to check out how much we're going to make from selling these nether warts. So it's going to make us 535k. That's roughly, if I've done my calculations right, 2.14 million. So if we then divide that by the 45 million, it'll take us just over 21 hours of farming at a fairly normal rate to make our investment back. Everything we make on top of that is complete profit. So you have 2 things you've got to bear in mind. Is my nether wart hoe isn't maxed. As you can see, I haven't got the 10 million counter. I haven't got 10 million yet, which means it's still the epic rarity, not the legendary rarity. And as well, you've got to remember that my pet also isn't level 100, it's only level 70. Which is quite annoying really because mining nether warts puts your alchemy XP up, not your farming XP. Therefore, when you're mining all this nether warts, when you're farming all this nether warts, you're not actually leveling up your pet, which is really annoying. I think they really should sort something out to do with that, because it's not right if the nether warts is included in the farming events itself. Like I was about to say, what you've also got to consider is your rewards that you get from your farming events. If you come over here, you can see there's a nether wart event live now that I've literally just missed. So that's a bit annoying, I guess. But all of my nether warts I mined then could have been going towards getting gold medals, which in turn gets your rewards, or you can things that you can sell. It's always extra money. So yeah, I hope this gives you a brief overview. And my verdict would be that it probably is worth investing the money into it. Because once you've got, for instance, the pet, which is a big chunk of the actual investment, that works for farming everything else. So if you have other farms on the go at the same time, then you can be making a lot of money, especially if you already have the pet, because that investment is there for every sort of farming. And especially with the farming events, you can then make even more money by getting the rewards, like I've said. So I'd say it's definitely worth doing. 21 hours roughly you need to be farming for to actually make your investment back, like I said. I think that time could go really quick. Say if you jumped on for 2 hours a day, it's going to take you less than a week to make your investment back, and then anything on top of that is just it just take you just under 2 weeks. Anything on top of that's complete profit. So I'd say it's definitely worth it. Anyway, that's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy, make sure you leave a like, subscribe if you've not already, and I'll see you next time.